So if you have been finding yourself sitting at a desk a lot recently and not moving, or if you've been going out for long walks or runs more than normal, this little sequence is going to be really great for your stiff and tight hips right now. So we take the right leg and we'll place it in front of the left into a cross leg position, and if you're happy and are able to do a half lotus, even better still. And once you're there, you are simply tipping your weight, your tummy towards your shins and coming back to upright. Easy peasy, tipping forwards and coming back. As you tip forwards, have the tummy come towards the shins, try and keep the chest proud and upright, and let your sit bones feel like they're poking out behind you. Let's do one more. And then we take that right leg and bring it all the way across the left thigh. If this is a challenging position for you, then you can extend your underneath leg, your left leg, out straight in front of you instead. And once you're here, we're going to hold on to that right leg with the left hand. Draw that knee in towards the chest and feel the sit bone dropping down into the floor on the right hand side. Then simply turn to your left, take a look behind you, turn to your right even, take a look behind you, and have the sit bone keep dropping down into the floor. Lift the spine up nice and tall and rotate or spiral the upper body, the neck, the shoulders, the head right behind you. And then coming out of that position, we take the right leg and we bring it all the way behind you. Let me turn sideways so you can see. So you're in this kind of position with both legs bent. And then once you're there, resting into the left hand, we'll bring the hips into a small pelvic tilt, lift the hips away from the ground and take the arm and reach it all the way over the head, your right arm reaching away. Lift through the tummy as you sit back down. We'll do that again. Pelvis comes into a tilt, lifts off the floor, and then the right arm coming all the way over into a lovely side reach. Coming down, just do it twice more. And as you lift and reach, you're gently pressing the right thigh down into the ground, as well as reaching that right arm all the way up and over and out. And then we are going to do all of that on the other side. So bringing the left leg in front of the right into your cross leg position. And again, if you're happy in half lotus, do. From there, we're tipping the weight forwards, bringing the tummy, the belly part of the tummy towards the shins, and trying to keep the back of the neck and the skull lengthening out and away. So not letting the shoulders droop and drop and the spine curve, but keeping it nice and straight. Let the sit bones feel like they're opening or poking out behind you. We'll take one more, and then we're taking that left leg and placing it all the way over the right thigh, so the sole of the foot is on the ground. And again, if you need to have the underneath leg extended in front of you, do. You're holding on to the thigh with the opposite hand, and your free arm is behind you. And then you can turn the head, the neck, the ribs all the way around towards that left side. Your sit bone pressing or dropping down into the floor, and the spine lifting and spiraling to look behind you. Take another deep breath in this position. And then we can take that leg, that left leg, and bring it behind you into the open position. You're resting into the same hand as front leg, pelvis goes into tilt, and then reaching the top arm all the way up, over and away. Coming back down, we'll go again. Pelvis tilts, arm reaches, side of the body opens. And each time you lift, you're feeling that left knee pressing down into the ground, the right arm reaching away in the opposite direction. We'll take one more. And then to finish, let the bottom come to sitting, bring both legs in front of you, the feet slightly wider than your hips, rest into your hands or your fingertips, and letting both knees drop from side to side. And as you're letting the knees drop from side to side, keeping the pelvis itself really still. So you're not letting your bottom rock and roll with it, but you're trying to move your thigh bone in the hip joint, keeping the hip joint, the pelvis nice and still. We'll take one more each way. And ladies and gentlemen, you are done. Thank you very much for joining me today. Take care of yourself and stay well.